Okay, looking at the back straight, this is the point I want to get to. Usually, from about this point, I will do a little hop to try and get the kart to go a bit. So I'll do a little hop trick for the straight lines. And then I start looking at about this point here. And my goal is to get this front left wheel up with this white paint up here. But as we get closer, and to run a sort of diagonal across the track here, as we get closer we'll find these two yellow marks of paint, and this yellow mark is right at the seam, and you'll notice that I cross right in the middle of the two and kind of halfway between the seam here. I'm aiming for the white paint. I'm actually aiming to get my inside wheel just inside of this white paint right here where this seam is. Watch where it goes. See where it is? Right there. Bam. Now often you want to do a little something on this triangle. If you get out there and look at this triangle, you'll notice that this triangle is banked just like in turn 1. So this is a sweet spot for modulation. If you must blip the gas, blip it here. You do not want to blip the gas here, which a lot of people do. They get up to here and they're like, oh, I have to do something to modulate, I'm going to slide on the exit. What they don't realize is that modulation that they do right here takes the downforce away, because you're under acceleration here, right? So you're a fairly balanced, you're in a fairly balanced sweeper. So the weight transfer is even between your front and your rear wheels. The weight transfer is even. However, as soon as you release the gas here, the weight transfer becomes uneven and you lose the weight in the rear. It shifts to the front left gets overloaded, sorry, the front right gets overloaded, and the back right becomes light, and you start sliding right here. So you modulate here. Now at this point there's not enough load on the kart. There's a lot of rear bias coming into the turn. If you modulate here, it does not throw all the weight forward because there's still a lot of rear bias, so it kind of evens out. If anything, there's an overload on the front, if anything is overload on the rear, oh man. Anyway, being on the bank lets you just blip just a second, off, on, off and on hard, just like off, on, bam, and hold it steady through the turn. Okay, so back straight, run a diagonal, aim to get your wheels, left front wheel in the middle of these. I guess it's not quite the middle, but a little bit off here, and aim to meet this seam basically, the white paint inside of that seam. And then now as you go through here, all the karts handled differently, but the thing you can do to help the karts the most is to push in hard with the heel on the brake pedal. Don't push the brake pedal, but push in on the heel of the brake pedal and lean out of your seat and push your back right shoulder into the seat. Push with your outside arm on the steering wheel, and what you're trying to do is create cross tension from the left front wheel to the back right wheel. Create a cross tension across the frame. You're pushing the inside left wheel down and adding extra weight to the front left of the kart, which adds extra weight to the back right of the kart because you're pushing on the cross. And this makes the front the front right and the back left light. It takes the weight off those corners, and it allows the kart to go really fast through the sweeper with a lot of downforce because you're leaning out, and it changes the angle of your weight on the back right wheel. So you've got extra weight on the back right wheel with extra downforce, extra grip on the front inside, which gives you extra steering control, and you just rock it through here full throttle all the way through with no slide. That's the trick.